Stephen Parker here. We're here at the Christchurch Polytech on the third day for me. It's Thursday the 21st of September, and we're looking at this video blogging. It's a new form of communication which seems to be working really well. I have Fiona McDonald here who is working in the libraries, and I've been talking to her about Web 2, in particular how we're using features in the hospitality industry. So I'm just going to spin the laptop, and Fiona's going to give us her perspective.
Hi. I've just come to this meeting from a meeting I had with a hospitality and tourism lecturer about electronic resources, which is my responsibility in the library at the Polytech, and just talking to Stephen about the difficulty of enthusing some of the faculty to use new technologies and new ways of teaching, really. So we have a whole lot of electronic resources in the library that are very underutilised, and just trying to make the connection between the teaching and moving into new technologies. And the video technology, which we've been looking at in the network learning wiki space, looks brilliant. Looks like it could be really exciting. So I'm keen to go off and try and make those links with some of the academic staff at Polytech.
And you were talking about the enthusing of the teachers, you know. What did you see?
It's the difficulty of coming up against sort of, I think Lee said it before, the old thinking of this is the way we do it because we know these resources, and a lot of these resources are print resources, and it's face-to-face teaching, and trying to make that move into something that could be networked, that could be you could teach and learn anywhere and use the technologies to do that.
Right. Yeah. And what did you think of like the ad hoc, people just in and out saying check this out, and what it leads to?
Yeah, well, I really like that spontaneity of it. I just think that being able to come across something and join in a conversation.
Yes.
Is really accessible. It doesn't seem very threatening. I thought it would be threatening. I thought it would be too hard and that you wouldn't want to kind of join in. But if you just can read down a conversation that's online and feel like you can contribute or lurk or just read it, then it's going to make a difference.
What I love about what we're doing now with this video here is that we're actually bringing in something which I feel has been lacking in terms of the textual communication that goes on in the network. We're bringing in body language and more emotion.
And that's right. And that's where I think that is a very useful step to face that resistance, because I think a lot of the fear comes from you don't know who's out there. You can text something or you can write something down and join a conversation, but if you can't see who you're talking to, it does make it a bit harder. There's something much more natural about
seeing the whites of their eyes.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, and hearing a voice rather than just reading it. There's a lot more subtlety. Yeah.
So can you imagine like if we had like a thread of video posts like this here? You put out like a topic, like we just discussed here, and somebody else puts up their response to it. And there's our link thread, and there's faces and people to the conversation.
I contributed to an online conference earlier this year, which I found really interesting, and there were some great conversations, but it was definitely quite daunting. I was sitting, because it was a UK conference, so I was sitting like at strange hours of the night here in New Zealand trying to have these conversations that were being held in Britain and Europe with no faces, you had names and you had little bios, so you knew the people what their interests were, but this would have been so much nicer and easier to contribute to than just having to text and have the delay and waiting for responses from
the waiting for responses. Another thing's just occurred to me in that format where you're on an online conference, you don't really have time to sit back and reflect.
No.
But with this, you have the video message sent to you, go away and have a think about it. Come back with a real lucid, perhaps like insightful, useful response to it.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
I think it's great. I'm very keen to spread the word.
Thanks, Fiona.
Okay.